My little claim to fame.
You want to bust it out for us?
Yeah, ready? Plus, American Idol winner Jamal Roberts. Sponsored locally by TVFCU.
You know, when you open your eyes to what's around you, it doesn't take long before you see a need and you think, oh, I could help with that, and you help with it, and next thing you know, you're finding some other way that you can share the gifts that you've been given. I think that's very true of Pastor Doug Plumley. He's here this morning with Ridgedale Baptist Church. If I know him, I think he'll be quick to say, no, don't give the credit to me, Julie, give the credit to Ed Crompton here sitting next to you.
That's right, Ed's one who's today, he's put all the work in. I'm just kind of here as a spokesperson for the church.
So we're going to tell you about something they're doing October 18th and what it's going to benefit. But before we do, the reason I gave you that lead-in is you've been coming our way for a long time, Doug.
Right.
And I think we really first began to have this repetitive relationship during COVID.
Correct.
When things were so hard and y'all reached out to begin doing drive-throughs for people to pick up food.
Right.
And one idea then led to Thanksgiving meals. And then that led, right? It grows.
It grew. It just was one of those things, Julie, we as a church started looking, how can we really love our community? How can we make an impact in our community? And we started looking for different ways, and that's where our relationship formed, was doing those different events over and over again.
So now here we are with this one.
Yes.
Coming up on October 18th, y'all realized that there was a need to help people, children in the foster care system.
Correct.
So you're almost ready to cut the ribbon on a very special place called The Haven.
We're super excited about that, Julie. It's a transition home for foster care. And we were working with the local DCS office and also with Governor Lee's office. And they began to say, hey, here was a need that we can meet. And the governor's office wanted to say, how can churches, they can do a real good job of helping us in foster care. And the local office of DCS said, we need a place for kids to stay longer. Some kids are longer in placement after they're taken out of their homes. And that's what we're providing, the transition home. And we call it the Haven because we want those kids to have a safe place to stay instead of having to stay in the office on an air mattress. Give them a bedroom, give them a house. Let them have a place called the Haven where they can wait and feel loved and cared for. And that's what we're trying to do as a church.
So here the ball gets tossed to you, Ed.
Okay.
And last year you began something called the Cruise In for the Haven.
Yes.
This will be your second year. It's been a great benefit to help raise these funds, right?
Yes, it has. Yes. Yeah, it went real well. This year, this is brought by the Antique, V8 Ford Antique Association. And this year we're having Corky Coker come out to represent us, and you can't get any bigger in the antique car world than him.
Right.
He has graciously accepted the offer, and he is going to be really beneficial in raising a lot of money for us, and we're really excited about having him.
So you're having the Cruise In, the car show, in the same location as the Haven House. So people, or the Haven, so people
right
can see it.
there beside it.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll see it.
You reference it as the Meadows. My children used to go to Easter egg hunts in the Meadows back in the day. Y'all use that space well because you do, again, want it to be a place where the community can come.
We try to, God has given us that place, and we love to have opportunities, Easter egg hunts, pumpkin patch, fall festivals, car show. We want to use it to our community so the community knows we're there and it's a place they can feel welcome, loved, and cared for when they walk on that property every time.
So when they come out to the car show, I'm sure a lot of people saw what I just did, that you could walk away with $500, right? That's your big cash prize?
Yes, and that money has been donated there, so it's not out of any fund. Graciously by a lot of the members and stuff of the V8 Club. So,
but when you come, you can know that is it an entry to come in? Are you asking just for donations when people get there?
No, there's a $20 entry fee. And,
if you're entering your car.
If you're entering the car, yes. And then, of course, we have corporate donations too on the other end that anybody feels led to donate to it, starting at $250 up to $1,000 or whatever you feel like you want to give to it.
You know, I think it's interesting to hear you say, Doug, that you're wanting it to be a place where these children can have a room and a bed. That's shocking to hear for, I think, most of us. You would think that's logical, and yet it doesn't always happen.
It is shocking, Julie, but one of the things we found out in working with DCS here is many nights those kids are in their office because they don't have a place to sleep.
Right.
And you know, it's hard enough to be taken from your home and then have to spend the night in an office. And so that's what we're trying to provide. That's why we chose the name specifically Haven. We want to be a place of safety, of comfort. They can go. And our church is going to come along beside. DCS will be working there with us. But we want to come in, love them, play games with them, help them with homework, prepare meals for them.
How many children will you be able to house?
Up to 5. We can take up to 5 at a time.
At a time.
At that house. That's what we can have. We're rated up to 5 children at a time. And a lot of times what it may be like is a larger family group would come in and could stay there. And it may not always be 5, but it's up to 5 is what we're rated at.
That's probably a good number, because if you had too many, you would lose that intimacy.
Yeah, you'd lose that, and that's what we want to do is our people can come in and just get to know the kids and let them know somebody loves them.
Right.
And maybe playing games, whatever.
So not too many of us could hold a candle to Corky, but if we have a car that we're proud of, can we register it day
You
up?
absolutely can.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take all cars. Of course, we love the antiques, sports cars, whatever, motorcycles.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's open to anything.
All right, then just give your car a good car wash
Yes.
and bring it out October 18th at the Meadows. The benefit is for the Haven. It's called the Cruise In Car Show, 9 to 1 on October 18th. You can also learn more at thehaventn.org.
Correct.
And if you're in a position to give but you can't make it that day, they'd always be happy to talk to you.
Yeah, we would.
Keep on spreading that community love.
Thank you, Julie. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you so much.
Anyone can say they can fix it, but only 58 Foundations and Waterproofing guarantees it with the industry's only money-back guarantee. Schedule